friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away.
Not today. Not tomorrow. But I'm gonna kill you.
You think I'd get here sitting next to you, but after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You have some weird people sitting next to you. You think how did I get here sitting next to you? But after all I've said, please don't forget. Take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
I'm happy for you. If anybody deserves to be happy, it's you. I don't like not seeing you, though.
It's pretty romantic. Screw around.
No time for rest, no pillow for my head, nowhere to run from this.
I can't lose you too.
No way to forget.
I feel like I'm losing myself again.
Around the shadows creep.
You deserve better.
Like friends, they cover me.
Thank you both.
Just wanna lay me down and finally try to get some sleep. We carry on through the storm, tired soldiers in this war. Remember what we're fighting for. Meet me on the battlefield.
Why'd you go?
Even on the darkest night.
Look how far you've come.
I will be your sword and shield, your camouflage, and you will be mine. Echoes of the shots ring out.
You okay?
Gotta be.
We may be the first to fall.
You're every bit as good as them.
Everything could stay the same, or we could change it all.
Every bit.
Meet me on the battlefield.
I believe this one bloom for your little girl.
We're standing face to
What are you doing?
face.
I don't know.
With our own human race, we commit the sins again, and our sons and daughters pay. Our tainted history is playing on repeat, but we could change it if we stand up strong and take the lead.
Hold on.
I was younger, I was naive, a generation unafraid.
Sophia died a long time ago.
I'm glad you and my mom are friends.
Be brave and meet me on the battlefield. Even on the darkest night, I will be your sword and shield, your camouflage, and you will be mine. Echoes of the shots ring out.
I know you.
We may be the first to fall. Everything could stay the same, or we could change it all. Meet me on the battlefield.
You see when you look at me.
It's you.
Just look at me. Just look at me.
Meet me on the battlefield. Even on the darkest night, I will be your sword and shield, your camouflage, and you will be mine. Echoes of the shots ring out. We may be the first to fall. Everything could stay the same, or we could change it all. Meet me on the battlefield. Meet me on the battlefield.
Do you want to go?
No. No, I don't.
Turn that up. There we go. Now we're cooking. There's Michelle. Yay. Yeah, crazy first episode. Of course, I have questions.
Oh, yeah.
As always, you know. And like, okay, just a reminder, last season 9 ended with like snow and ice. Season 10 is to begin with fire. So, yeah, interesting.
What I found the most is just like the different. I love how the different angles and different moments when the satellite came in.
Yes.
Like what everybody was doing. It's like just so crazy.
I was like, what the hell is that now? And then when I found out it was satellites crashing, I'm like, okay. I don't know why, but I guess I'll find out eventually. I don't know.
I just love how like super excited Eugene got when it's like,
Yeah, poor Eugene. I feel bad for that guy. I really do.
I do to a certain extent. He does it to himself.
Oh, I know he does, but still, you can't help but feel a little sorry for him. Come on.
A little bit. Okay, a little bit.
Okay. Okay, months after Alpha staked out a territory, and of course, a lot of casualties, I love Training Day. They were just going at it. That was great.
Yeah. Has anybody noticed at the very beginning of The Walking Dead, the opening, sequence of things, that there are 4 heads on the post now?
I saw that.
It's just a weird thing. It started right at the beginning. Because last year they showed, I believe it was, the post filled.
Uh-huh.
And this time there's 4. I
don't know why they did that. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, what's weird is the first episode it was 3. And now they're starting to show 4.
I don't know.
I see.
What do you think about that? I really don't know why.
Well, I know that a lot of times the opening credits say a lot.
Yeah.
About, the episode and things like that. They showed they keep showing the bridge blowing up.
Yeah.
And Rick on it and stuff like that, and they keep telling that story. So I think that's how, they're keeping him alive for the...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The movies,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I promise that at the end, there's the post, there's head on the post.
Well, yeah. Maybe there's going to be more.
Oh, yeah.
You think?
I don't know from their end, but I have a feeling that something major is going to happen, and we'll discuss the spoilers later. I don't want to get right into that.
Right.
Or what I think is going to happen,
Well, I'm sure that we're going to have some major things going on here. But the way they did that training thing was great. But yeah, I did notice that about that because you mentioned that in the group. So I was like, I watched it after that again, and I was like, I'll be damned, there it is. So that's what I get. Maybe that's going to be happening. There's going to be some more.
Or if that's what's going to push Michelle to the point where she's finally going to be like, all right, we have to fight this bitch.
I love the upcoming the teaser they have on for it. Yeah, she has to die. It's just like, she has to die.
Well, I started thinking about, the history of The Walking Dead. It's like, if they haven't learned anything by now, they need to,
Right.
Like, when you got a shot, take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, when Rick didn't kill the governor ended up killing Herschel, so on and so forth. It just keeps happening and happening, And it's like in the town when Rick had the opportunity to kill Negan and he didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, and now, the Carol had a perfect shot and Michelle stopped her.
Yep. We'll get to that. So, you gotta love that Training Day thing. But, I love the walkers, the boat walkers there. They were pretty cool as far as that goes. They've really upped the...
Like you talking about the beach walkers?
Yeah. The beach walkers. Yeah, the boat walkers are coming out of the boat there. Yeah. Yeah, that was
it was a cool scene, very choreographed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, it's not real. It was like,
And Aaron, he's not Mr. Nice Guy anymore, is he?
No.
No.
But the fact that they keep showing him, that makes me worried for him.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
The Walking Dead world,
yeah.
When it seems like when they keep showing people like that, and he he just appeared on The Talking Dead again. So
Yeah.
I really have a weird feeling that he's about to go.
I think so. I think that's going to be one of them. So Carol comes back. She's been a sea dog there for a while because she couldn't deal with Henry's death.
She comes off the boat like a freaking pirate.
I know, she's great.
The king's like, hurry.
Yeah. I feel bad they broke up, though. I was like, oh. But she just...
I do, but I don't, because it was just such an odd match.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
But they got along so well. They really did.
Yeah, they did. And like she said, it was a fairy tale.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Till Henry got killed. She just had to go. I love it. That scene is great. She's over there boxing. She had just had the baby, excuse me. Eugene in this was freaking hilarious.
I absolutely adore his character. I have
know.
for every that he's been on. I mean, Eugene is like, I think besides Jerry, he is like one of my favorite characters of the show.
He's over there measuring the baby, doing this, doing that.
Yeah,
he was
so
just
fun.
cracking me up with that.
And he's giving Cynthia just long,
I know.
the long diagrams about the baby and what types of souls.
Yeah.
And Rosita, sources being herself.
I love it. Yeah, that was great. Like Rosita, I mean, you'd think she'd be with the baby a little more, but I guess she's not used to that, so.
Yeah, I think she's, like most others, they're still trying to prove like they're relevant, and they're just, and we all end up caving to it. We all end up caving to the mom role.
Right.
But I think that's what she's trying to do right now. And she's still trying to, and they should in that environment.
Right. Absolutely.
Unless when you become a mom, you're no longer relevant. But what I'm saying is that I remember doing that as a new mom too. It's like, well, I can still go out and I can still do this, but I can still do that. But by the end of the day, you're so exhausted you can't even see straight.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. But he's over there. He's got charts and graphs and everything out. He's freaking hilarious.
Well, I love Eugene.
He's great, isn't he?
Yes. And Josh, he just plays he plays the perfect. I mean, I don't think they could have gotten that character any better.
No, I agree with
really
you.
Do.
I agree. And Kel and Connie are on the beach. Kel's losing her hearing, apparently, and she's all upset about it.
There's, like I said, we'll talk about the rumors later, but there's rumors floating around as to why they think that is.
Gotcha.
Why that's like there's a reason for this.
Okay. Which is interesting because Lauren Ridloff, she plays Connie. She will play a deaf superhero in Marvel's The Eternals, by the way.
I know, Marvel's taking all of our people.
I know, right? Yeah.
First and so she's going, she's leaving. Ross, Aaron, he played in the Marvel, the Red Skull, so it's like, they're taking him, and there's, like I said, the rumors, and then now her, it's like, I'm really starting to get annoyed with it.
Yeah, I know, right? But they could say no, but why wouldn't they?
The Daryl Connie thing that's floating around.
Yeah, I know. Is there something going on? I don't know. Aren't they cute?
I think it's almost like a best thing.
I heard that too.
I think it's kind of like that. I think it's like people are reading more into it than what it is.
Yeah.
I think he likes her. I think he has a good, but I don't think that he thinks of her as that.
No, I don't think so either.
But I think that he's getting close to her.
Yeah, and we all know what happens. Yeah.
So I have a feeling that that's what's going to send him and Carol on the road together. Because right now he asked her to stay.
Right. Yeah. Because she's like,
Carol, stay with me.
Yeah.
So I think that something's going to happen that's going to make Carol want to go away.
Yeah, because she keeps on, let's just disappear. Let's just go. And then you have Judith, Al, and Jerry's kids that are all playing in the sand. And they found that skin mask. And then they call Alexandria. They want to speak to Father Gabriel. I wonder how long his character is going to last, too, come to think of it.
They're kind of making him less relevant and less relevant. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. He's just showing up, not all the time, but he's still there. But yeah, I agree. I think he's going to be gone by the end, too. So, let's see. Oh, I love little Carol's bracelet thing. Aren't they cute? We ought to get all matching bracelets. I thought that was cute. That little moment.
I love that. I love the dynamic between Melissa and Bryce.
Yes.
Norman Reedus. They are like, they have such great chemistry when they're on the air. And I don't think it's like a love thing. I think if anymore, it's just more like their family.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Above anybody else, they are family.
Yeah.
And I love just the between them, just like I said, the chemistry that's there. Like they don't have it with anybody else on the screen.
No. It just seems so. They don't force it or anything. It just happens, and they are. Yeah.
Daryl's always kind of like the odd man out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Daryl's always kind of like the odd one in the scene.
Yep.
And it's like when they're together on the screen, it's like they just meld together. And it's just
I know, right? It was so cute that little thing between them. I loved it. I was like, oh, everybody gets bracelets.
Get matching bracelets. Get them for dog too.
Yeah, for dog too. Yeah. That was great. I love Dog. He's so cute. So Michonne's over there. Make sure they're on alert. So they break off to scout around. And Aaron sees walkers coming up along a bridge and breaks off for Michonne. And of course, he's overwhelmed. What a surprise. Gotta wait there. Aaron, stop it. She's more critical of his actions because, the territory thing. It seems, I don't know, why does it seem, she seems like she's given in to her, and I don't know why.
Well, I think with the loss of Rick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think with the loss of Rick, and now that she's got the kid, she's got not only Judith, she's got Rick Jr., so I think like she's going into protective mode because I think the one thing like she thought was solid and forever.
Right.
Like Rick was almost like a demigod in her eyes.
Right.
And all of a sudden he was gone, and she's like, what the, So I think that shocked her into the reality that we can die. We are going to,
Yeah.
And it wasn't
usually,
just a person, it was this entity, Rick was not,
Yeah.
When everybody watched the show, Rick was like this, like I said, he's like a demigod. He survived so much, then all of a sudden he's just not there. And she's like, what the hell? And I know she's scared probably for her kids.
Oh, I'm sure. But it just doesn't seem
they never saw his body and
that she doesn't have a plan. It just seems weird that there's no plan there. At least not yet. Because usually, okay, we'll do this for now, but this is what we're going to do. And there's just nothing there.
Well, and I think what happened to her when she was pregnant with RJ, I think that kind of changed her too.
Yeah.
Because people came and took her children and almost killed her unborn baby. So it's like, I think, of course that would set anybody back,
Very true, very true. What's interesting, though, did you catch that? You probably did. The Easter eggs that were in the sand bucket.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. Did any of you out there catch that? Spoiler, they had a couple of things from tribute to Jaws in that sand bucket. We had the teeth and the yellow, I can't think of the name. Oh, the barrel. The barrel. yellow barrel
Yeah.
from Jaws, which I thought was pretty cool. So yay to them for that. I thought that was cool that they did that.
What they're doing, if you've noticed with each episode, there's like little stuff everywhere.
Yeah. That's what he
So
said.
I just think it's really cool. Like they're really setting up for the next spin-off.
Yeah.
And you know that each episode there's always one or two things that kind of hint towards what's going on. I'm actually looking well, we'll talk about that later, but I'm really looking forward to this new spin-off.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, I think. So anyway, she's giving him holy hell because he nearly crossed the bridge into Whisperer territory, putting everybody in danger. So she was not happy with him. Of course, nobody's seen Alpha for quite a while, but she's very mindful of not crossing those borders, and with good reason. Let's see. Magna and Yumiko, they're scouting around. They call the scouts to regroup because of an old campfire. Bodies of walkers, the campers litter. They litter the ground. There's a piece of human flesh skinned and draped over a log. Uh-oh, walkers are about. Correct. Yeah, that's a good sign, right? Skins are shedding. Yeah, like snakes. Gabriel takes Michonne's advice and they ramp up the security. And of course, with the whispers, the rumors, everybody now, looking at Lydia again. I don't know about her. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I know that we really can't go by the comics anymore, because they changed so much. But I know, like, in the comics, she was never really with them or against them. Do you know what I mean?
She was just kind of there.
Yeah, in the comics, she was kind of on their side, but not really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was always kind of caught between both worlds.
Right.
Lionheart brought up a very good point about Lydia on the Talking Dead after that, but I don't know. That last one is like he said, Lydia was always caught between worlds because, like, in the first, they called each other, Alpha, Beta, whatever. She was always Lydia.
Right, Lydia. Yeah, they're not supposed to have names. Yeah.
So Alpha never thought of her as one of them.
Right.
Ever.
True.
He never intended for her to be one of them.
Yeah. Exactly. And of course she's over there, striking up a conversation there with Negan. Did y'all notice what he was doing?
What are you talking about?
What Negan was doing.
With the tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing exactly what Carl dreamed of.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Which was kind of spooky.
Almost the identical scene.
Yes, which was kind of spooky, It was like, oh, as soon as I saw that, it got chills, kind of, because that's exactly what he said. That's what he wanted, and that's exactly what he was doing. Which was, I got chills when I saw that. I was like, ooh. It was funny because later on, Negan advises Gabriel later in his cell. The little banter between him and Father Gabe there. Yeah. Kind of, I don't know. It kind of threatens to form an us versus them environment. But, Negan knows what's going on. He's not stupid. And he listens to everybody's conversations through the cell window.
Well, Negan can actually relate to Alpha.
Yeah, that's
true.
Because
they're basically, they're keeping what's theirs through brutality.
Yeah.
And I think he can he's gonna be a huge asset.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
And Negan even suggests to Gabriel, lie a little bit for the good of, Alexandria, to keep them feeling secure. If that's what you got to do, you do what you got to do. Let's see. The community has been fielding messages from Maggie. in case y'all missed that. That's going to be a change, I'm sorry to say, next season. Okay, so we're going to be building up to that.
Yep. And and she's coming back. I mean, Maggie's coming back. It's already been confirmed.
Yes. But there's a big change. Yeah. Season 11. Lots of things are going to... Mm-hmm.
But she's coming back this season. Yeah, they said later on in season.
Yeah, but there's definitely going to be big changes in season 11. And then when her and Daryl, they're out there, they're hunting a deer, and he's like, "No, you can't do that. It's on their property or territory." And she just gets all pissed off. That's when she wants to leave.
That she was the first sign that she was not going to just let this go.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't either. To tell you the truth.
Well, no, of course, no mother would. But it's like, it seems like this show, like a lot of them want to accept, Yeah. And Carol has never been that type.
Nope.
She has just been, I am coming after you, and I'm not going to stop until you're all dead.
Look what
she's doing.
Look when Henry got kidnapped that time. She just burned them all up. It was great. That ragtag bit of Saviors that was left, the goof off, and she just burned them up. It was great. She just went in there. Whoosh. Okay, let's go. Of course, then when that satellite comes down, which was, I was like, why is there a satellite crashing? Hang on. Let me get rid of that. Sorry. You there? I lost her. Hang on just a second here. Who the heck is calling me at 12 o'clock at night? I don't know. Hang on. Let me get her back.
Hi.
Hey, I had a phone call coming in. Why at 12 o'clock? I don't know, but there it is. So it must have pushed you out. I'm sorry. I don't know why that would happen. But anyway. I was wondering about that satellite. I was like, what the hell now?
Well, the satellite, I think, is going to be huge. And the reason I think that is, like I said, that there's I actually have, looked it up, like some different things with the satellite, and it's like, not only do they basically have like a forever battery.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of intel and things like that, communications that were put up to the satellite that I know that Eugene can use.
Right. True.
So.
At the time, I forgot about, Mr. Science Eugene there and what he could do with that. So, yeah, you're right. And now there's a fire that happened because of it, and they're forced to cross the lines into their territory. So because the fire, of course, is going to spread and take out Oceanside. So they're digging trenches and salt and water. But all this, here comes another herd of walkers. And the fear whether they are dead or whisperers, they're thinking of. So, both threats. They get the fire out, but Michonne is still on alert, and she wants to get him back over that borderline ASAP. There you go. Eugene is extracting whatever parts and tech he can from the satellite, of course. There you go. Maybe I went to the bathroom or something during that part, because I don't remember that. So that's possible.
You don't remember him going to the satellite?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically, he got really ticked because he wanted to take the whole thing.
Yeah.
And basically, Michonne's like, you just take it. So he's like yelling at people, come on, get
Yeah. So apparently I took a break somewhere, because then I came back and her and Daryl had wandered off. They're looking over the edge of a cliff.
That was an iconic scene. I loved that scene.
Yeah, it was great.
Where Alpha and Carol are just staring at each other.
Yeah. And do you think it's the same clearing where Alpha threatened the group with her nuclear weapon? Let the massive herd of walk. That's where the massive herd she had was, wasn't it?
Well, she threatened them, but this is the thing. What did this nuclear weapon, where did it come from? And can it be controlled by the satellite?
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, but didn't she keep the walkers? She had a huge herd of walkers down there, didn't she? Was that where it was, down in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're basically, they're gathering and gathering and gathering more and more and more.
Well, she had them gathered there, didn't she? She was bringing them there. She was going to let them loose on them.
They're sending the wave of walkers, though.
Well, she had a big herd, and she was going to let them loose on them. I don't know.
She did, but who's sending the small waves? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, good point, yeah.
There's what's going on right now. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, and there's Carol.
Sorry.
Yeah. Carol's been trying to put these, as she calls, skin freaks behind her. And there she is. Alpha comes out, and they look at, of course, obviously, she knows they cross the border. But yeah, and they lock eye to eye, and it's like, ooh, if looks could kill, they'd both be dead. Crazy first episode. But you would think Alpha would be grateful they saved it. I mean, there would have been nothing left. Everything would have burned up.
Like you said, they do not fear nature, because like in the comics, the Whisperers are very much just like natural beings. They just, whatever happens, happens. They believe it's part of like the nature chaos theory. Mm-hmm. And no, actually, she didn't appreciate that, because in her eyes, they disturbed what was supposed to be.
Whatever, but that,
cross border. But in the comics, that's how they are. The comics are way worse than the series.
People I'm sure.
People that are like freaking out over the series, you have no clue what you've been spared.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I mean, like in the comics, Alpha would let people rape Lydia because she said that was part of nature.
Yeah.
That's what happened, and she would literally just let these random people, have her kid, so it's like, that's why I said that there's so many things that the series has spared the public.
That's true. That's true.
I really would have been ticked if they would have had that, and I wasn't fond of that in the comics, but unfortunately that would, in that type of situation, that is probably things that would be happening,
Wow.
So, but I'm just glad that we don't watch it on the series, so.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question. We'll give it a minute. What's the name of Rosita's baby?
Huh?
What's the name of Rosita's baby? Do you know? I know.
So.
Oh, I know. And Dad, I have another question after this. Still on episode 1, by the way. I'll give you a minute. What is up with Sadiq? That was crazy. What he's having these.
Well, I have never made it a huge secret how I feel about Sadiq.
But he's having like these flashbacks.
Like she was?
He's having flashbacks.
I don't see. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's post-traumatic stress." I don't think so. I have been suspicious of Sadiq since day one.
Okay, but
number one, he was at the car, at that place.
Right.
So, the whole business. I personally, this is just my personal opinion, I think Sadiq is almost like a Norman Bates type character.
Oh, could be. Interesting. So, do you think, because Alpha had him tied up in that shed, and she supposedly left him alive and whispered to him, tell them, okay? Now, but was he involved somehow and doesn't remember it?
Like I said, I have my theories, and plus just like the tie-in from the comics. In the comics, Sadiq knew about the Whisperers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He wasn't really involved, but he did know of their existence, and he knew of what they are.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's just, and then
came across them.
And then out comes this doctor. Haven't seen him. He comes out. I'm like, who the hell is that? Oh, we want to get a hotel room?
So random.
And I'm like,
that was so random. It's like, who the hell is this guy? Where did he come from?
I know, right? It's just like,
I know where he came from. He came from those highwaymen.
Right.
But still, it's just like, it was so bizarre.
I was.
That's how they
want to get a hotel room? I'm like, excuse me? What is going on here?
Right.
I'm like, something happened we don't know about. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sadiq, that's a whole nother can of worms there. He's a special guy, all right. But he, he's flashing back, and the poor baby's crying. And do you want to know the name of Rosita's baby?
It's Coco, right?
Yes, baby Coco. Yes,
Yeah.
Coco. Yes, I knew you.
Like several times.
Yeah, I know you knew. Wonder how many people didn't, though. Yeah, Rosita's baby is named.
Well, she said the baby's name like lots of times in the episode.
Yeah. But how many people pay attention sometimes?
Yeah, that's true.
Baby Coco. Yes, that is the name of Rosita's baby. Cute. Because Sadiq is daddy, right?
Yes, Sadiq's the bio dad.
Right.
Gabriel's the stepdad, and Eugene's like creeper dad.
The father who's not a father. Yeah, that was great when Negan came up with that.
He's like the shadow dad, you know?
Yeah. Last season, when Negan came up with that. I just laughed.
I have several theories of what I think about to happen. It's just we'll get into that later. But.
Okay, but I thought that was hilarious. The father is not the father. But anyway. Yeah. And in we go to episode 2 called Ghosts. This is kind of crazy.
When Alpha met Beta.
Yes, that was interesting backstory there. All of a sudden you see this woman wakes up in her car with the walkers. And she gets devoured. Alpha and a younger Lydia disguised as walkers. They don't have the masks yet, though. And, of course, Lydia's screaming. And, of course, that brings more. And that forces Alpha and her to get inside. And then, of course, scolds her for nearly getting killed. And then Lydia sees this guy standing at the end of the hallway there. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was like this creeper, like freaking dude. He looked like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, with that burlap thing on him, or the hat. Yeah, he could have been, though. They should have had a burlap sack.
She told him, Alpha.
Yeah.
And he's like, leave, or whatever, and he, like, hits his little machete on the...
Yeah, they should have used a burlap sack, yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it when she's like, "You're going to try to kill me, but you will find that I do not die easily."
Yeah, okay.
Kill my daughter, I will not leave this earth without her. That to me, that was just like the best speech ever.
Yeah. So we go. It's a back
right there. How easy she is.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a movie out there with her, and if you haven't seen it, see it. It's called The Harvest. Oh my God. Have you seen that?
No, but I've heard it.
Yeah. Talk about it. I know where she gets her creepiness from. Good God. That is, it starts out a little slow, but she is one creepy bitch in that one too. So, I was shocked when she was first on the talking. She's also English. She sounds like a southerner in this. It's crazy.
Well, Maggie too.
Maggie. Yeah, and
so it's like,
of course Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah.
And Lenny James.
So,
yeah. It was just strange. Yeah. She's got this cute little voice. She does. It's cute. And this English accent. I'm like, whoa. And here she's got this southern accent drawl in this. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, The Harvest, see it. Because it'll blow your mind. Yeah, she's crazy. So this episode's kind of back and forth with Beta's story, because then we flash back to the present, and, you know, Beta's shaving her head and tells her it's time to return, and she instructs him to take the sisters, and then we rush back again to the past, and like you said, she'll do anything.
This episode was not one of my favorites, just because I think there was a lot of needless things in there.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But I kind of liked it on the fact that, you know, we got a backstory anyway. Kind of interesting.
I did like the fact that they showed her as a mother.
Yes.
Versus, I mean, she's a mother, like, now, but until it doesn't, it's like, really showed her as a mother, like when she was putting her down for bed, she was like trying to hand her stuffed rabbit.
Yeah.
You know? Still trying to keep somewhat normalcy for her.
Yeah, and she'll do anything to protect her daughter. And of course, he says he can stay for the night. And then we're back to the present again. And of course, the sisters are behind Beta. And Frances becomes, she's acting really strange. And Mary's like, hey, act normal, please. You know, stop it. And then meanwhile, back in the past, this was so back and forth. They should have done the whole backstory and then went to that, I think. But anyway. She's washing Lydia off, and they're trying to get supplies. And she hears Beta humming. And she decides to sing along, pretty much. And he says, he tells her to stop singing and asks her name. But she tells him if the dead don't have names, they shouldn't either. And then he explains he got here after the dead overran his camp. And, you know, and we're back to the present. And Beta and the Whisperers free walkers trapped in a parking garage, and they go back to the field. And see, then Frances starts crying and carrying on. And she was the one who had to leave her baby behind. So, you got Mama there, and it's still bugging the crap out of her, because she thinks the walkers got it. She has no idea that the baby was taken in.
No, I think she knows that they took her baby.
Does she? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does, that she knows that they have her baby.
I hope so. Well, at least it's not dead then. She ought to be glad for that. And of course, Mary's trying to calm her down, and Beta's getting ticked off there. And then he throws her to the ground, and she explains her sorrow from her child. Another Whisperer is ready to kill her, but Alpha steps in because she sympathizes. It kind of shows in this one, you know, more her. She does have kind of a human side, which is deeply buried at this point, but it's there. You know, because
it's causing a big rift.
Oh yes, well, the group doesn't know, so certain things you wonder what's going to happen then. But she makes them stop, and later Beta tells Alpha how Frances endangered the pack. And she tells him, you don't understand the pain of losing a child. And she has to bring Frances to her in the deeper place.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Do you get the feeling that at some point in time, Mary and Beta had something going?
You know, that's a possibility.
Because, you know, she asked if he felt something for her or something. He said, I feel nothing.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm like,
I thought that was an interesting scene.
Yeah. I thought about, in fact, I did write it down. But, I was wondering about that myself. I was like, there's still more to this than we know. That's, I think, for sure. Yeah. You know, then we go back to the past, and Lydia's sleeping in a solitary confinement room, and Lydia says, you know, I want it to always be like you. And Alpha says, if she doesn't, she'll leave her behind in the present.
Yeah.
And then Frances meets Alpha in a cave. Alpha makes her remove her mask and kneel. and presses against her and comforts her. Oh, I'm like, what the hell is up with you? But it's the thing with the baby. She lost her daughter, you know. I don't know. That was kind of weird. Kind of weird there. But anyway. And then you go back, and then Alpha nearly dies killing walkers in the hallway. Beta saves her. And, of course, they team up. And Alpha's like, I like killing with you. And I'm like, okay. That's
I loved it when she cut into that walker.
Yeah, oh
like,
God, yeah.
They're different.
Yes. I like killing with you, and I'm like, okay. Well, as long as you have something in common.
He looked at her, he's like, well, you're different.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you had no idea.
I think that was one of my favorite parts of that whole
yes, I agree.
episode. Just the way he looked at her. It's like, here's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He's dressed like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
He looked at her and shocked. Oh, you're different.
That was great. I agree with you. That was great. Yeah. She calls him Big Man, but when he doesn't like that, she just calls him B. And he asks her what that makes her A. And she tells him the only people remaining are the ones willing to walk among the dead and those who aren't.
That's true.
And that's when she peeks under his mask. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
It was, to me, she wasn't horrified. So
No.
That's why I say, you know, that I think that he's somebody famous, which, you know, they have confirmed.
Yes.
That he was somebody famous. And, you know, 'cause in the comics, he was actually a famous basketball player.
Oh, no kidding.
And here, he's going to be a
band.
country singer.
Yeah, some band, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? And because she just
kind
of
the fact that she was humming Patsy Cline,
yes,
so that I know that she's a country fan,
right?
So I think when she lifted up his mask and realized who he was, that's why she kind of laughed. You know?
Yeah, she kind of smirked.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of crazy there. Yeah, it was Walking After Midnight, wasn't it? After Midnight?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So that was interesting. Yeah, she's singing it, he's humming it. So that was interesting. But she tries to pull up, gets a peek, and kind of smirks. But he stops her, tells her to leave and not come back. And then we jump back to the present again. Mary and Francis talk about how tough Alpha is, and Mary warns her, don't you be straying again. You better not be doing that stuff. Alpha and Beta try to merge their people with another walker herd, but an explosion comes about. The walkers become distracted, and Alpha whispers for them to stay the course. And then Francis spots a walker with a baby. And, of course, flashbacks to losing hers again. And then she tackles Alpha. It's like, whoa! That surprised me. And, of course, all the walkers are coming back now. And Beta's there to save the day. Yay, Beta! Mary grabs Alpha and saves her. And Francis gets eaten away. So there you go with that. Yeah, she kind of lost her mind totally after that happened.
What did you think about that creepy-ass scene where they gave her her name?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was
so
yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, she anoints Mary as Gamma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty creepy.
That was just the creepiest.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
And they're like, Gamma.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Yeah. Because Beta's kind of not happy because they lost 3 of their own. And Alpha tells her, Mary fears nothing and anoints her as Gamma. Yes, Mary is Gamma. Thank you for posting that. But Beta's kind of watching. He's not there. He's just kind of watching there. So, yeah, I agree. That was creepy. I'm like, okay.
I really think, like, he's got a thing for Gamma. I really do, only because I think, like, he's caught it. This is my theory. It's like, I just found it funny. It's like you have Daryl and Carol who are best friends.
Right.
And I think Daryl kind of has a thing for Connie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you have Beta and Alpha who are
Right.
best friends, and I think he does kind of have a thing for Mary.
Yeah, I think so.
He's putting his friend first.
Yeah.
And just like I think Daryl's going to put Carol first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just an interesting, it's almost like it's a mirror thing.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Definitely.
Like you have it's like the battle of the best friends, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. That's very true. Yeah, the next day, Beta asks Gamma where Alpha is, and she, of course, points in the direction. In the past, Lydia is now covered in blood and repeats to herself, "We're all monsters now." And she's ready to open the door, with of course, the walkers on the other side. And Alpha finds she's not there, and she finds pictures of people and with their faces scratched out. Yeah, that's where we get that. And Beta appears behind her, tells her, "You shouldn't have come in here." And she pleads, "I'm just trying to find my daughter." And again, we're back in the present. And Beta locates Alpha and realizes she's been building a small nesting area for Lydia. A nesting area. Why would you... I don't know
I thought that was so bizarre.
Yes. Well, I mean, why? Why a nesting
I think
area?
it was almost like a big crib or something.
It was
like
weird.
You know, that was her baby.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, now her baby has been, you know, like in that scene when she comes back and she's like, you know, in that mental institution, she's like, "Do not ever leave me again," you know.
Yeah.
And then so she left her, and it's like just.
But why?
That was her last link to the normal world, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, but I mean, Lydia's not small. She's a teenager, basically.
I know. But I think like she's still thinking.
She's still in the past. You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just think Alpha's just a bizarre character.
Yeah, she was a nesting area. I was like, okay, that's weird. Mama bird there. And he's ticked because she lied to him about her death. Yeah. And she's like, "You shouldn't have come here." He tells her Lydia's not returning. You know, that was just a whole bizarre scene. Because the group doesn't know Lydia's not dead. So what do you think they would do if they found out?
I think that they would just not trust her and just be like, it would be anarchy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he put out I loved how he put out his hand, and she took his hand, and he's like, "They will not know."
Yeah. Yeah.
And that to me reminded me so much of Daryl and Carol.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, that's that Daryl would do. He'd be like, you know, because he would protect Carol no matter what.
Yeah.
He would fight everybody for her.
Oh, definitely he would. There's no doubt about it. And then you're back in the present, and the guy with the shirt, the same as in the picture, approaches, and of course Alpha kills it. She doesn't know. She thinks it's going to attack Beta, and he yells, "No!" And then we're back in the present again, and Alpha breaks down holding Lydia's stuffed animal. And she freaks out.
Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting scene when she just breaking the crap out of everything.
Yeah, everything.
That was associated with Lydia, just breaking everything. I think that was her way of just finally saying, "Okay, I've let her go."
Yeah. And because she's yelling out, tells Lydia's still dead to her because she's not like me. And she's screaming this, she destroys that whole thing there. Yeah, she just went totally berserk there. She's tearing everything down. So, and then we're back in the past. Beta's freaking out because that was his, you know, and he nearly kills Alpha until Lydia shows up telling him she's trying to make him strong. And Beta,
help you.
I know, right? And Beta's like, you know,
she's trying to save you.
yeah. And Alpha implores him to walk with her, so he's never lonely again. And he tells her he can't leave him there. And she goes, "You don't have to," and proceeds to cut his face off. So, she hands him her knife, and he cuts his friend's face off.
And that's that he's wearing to this day.
To this day. Ooh, that's got to be rank, man.
Well, I'm sure, the skin is disgusting. But yeah.
And then in the present again, Alpha tells Vader they're going back to teach their enemies a lesson. And they repeat a saying to each other about being free, and we end up with Alpha staring back at Carol again. That was totally crazy. I don't know. That was a bizarre episode, I thought. It was
a necessary episode, but I don't think it was necessary to make it all whisper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think they should have had the other characters and just shown them in the past a little bit, and then I just don't think a lot of.
Well, the thing is, okay.
Their thing I think was just. I understand they need to put Gamma in the light because Gamma's a huge part of the Whisperer story, but
right.
I just think the whole thing was necessary with the sister and the attack and
Well, I think it's almost testing Beta too, to a point. Yeah, that ending was weird, I have that somewhere about what they were saying. It was weird,
Totally being free, you mean?
Yeah. I had it written down somewhere. But anyway. That was totally bizarre.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, I have a couple questions for everybody. See how much you paid attention. Yeah, that was a whole bizarre thing. I think with Gamma, though, it's almost like testing Beta. I don't know. But also, he's keeping secrets for Alpha. So I don't know, because like I said, it's kind of a cult. So do you really think they would revolt? You think they would?
Well, they already are. They're already showing signs because they have livestock there. Did you see?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's true. I don't know, but she tends to keep them in line. So I don't know. Now, instead of focusing, on what he said about the lying and everything, we're going to teach our enemies a lesson rather than, you know what I'm saying? It's like she totally changed the subject.
Yeah. Okay, this is what they say. We walk in darkness, we are free. We bathe in blood, we are free.
Okay.
We love nothing, we are free. Fear nothing, we are free. We need no words, we are free.
Yeah.
We embrace our death, we are free. This is the end of the world. Now is the end of the world. We are the end of the world.
Gotcha. I had that written down somewhere. I know I did. But anyway, that was, it's like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, that was totally weird.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So you wonder how much hold they have over their group right now, I wonder. Is Gamma going to... I think she might try and take Alpha's place. I don't see that happening.
I think she's going to put a lot of faith in Theta, thinking that he really actually... And I don't think he feels anything for her. I mean, as far as...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think so either. Crazy. So do you think she's just going along loyalty to Alpha, or does she really Because that's why she...
I think he's going to be faithful to her till his end.
Okay. Yep.
I really do. I think, well, from the way it looks to me, this is just in the comics, Alpha goes first and it pushes off Beta, and there's like this big... I think it's going to be the opposite here. I have a feeling they're going to kill off Beta first, and then it's going to Alpha to the state of just rage, which she's... Because like I said, her and Carol are very similar creatures.
Yes, that's true. Very true.
So, I mean, that's just what I think. And like I said, we'll talk about the rumors later and what I've seen and what I looked up, what I found out. But yeah.
Okay.
You know me, I'm looking at search freak when it comes to this show.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I try to look at everything.
I know. I thought I was doing that, but you do it more than me. Thank you for putting that there. Awesome. A few questions. I see if y'all can answer them. Question 1. What does Alpha call the cave where she meets, I put the wrong name, Gamma and her sister, Mary and Francis. Okay. What did they call, what's the name of the cave? What did she call it?
I know
you know. Question 2. What is the name of the clinic where Alpha, Beta, and Lydia take shelter in? What is the name of the clinic where... I'm going to put A and B and Lydia instead of typing it.
A, B, and Lydia.
Yeah. What is the name of the clinic where Alpha, Beta, and Lydia take shelter? Don't cheat.
Oh, I'm not. I already know it.
I figured you would. I know you know. Okay, so that's question 2. Question 3. I have 4, actually. How many whispers does Beta say was lost while training the herd?
This was all on the Talking Dead, folks.
You know it. Yep. So how many walkers does Beta say they lost while training the herd? Well, of course it's from there. The other one isn't. I have one of my own. Okay. Typing that in. And I have one. What sound does Beta really like? Yeah. That's my question. I thought it'd be interesting. Yeah. I came up with that one. I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, what sound does Beta really like? They were meant for each other, I swear. So number 1, what does Alpha call the cave where she meets Gamma and her sister and Francis? 2, what is the name of the clinic where Alpha and Beta and Lydia take shelter? Question 3, how many whisperers does Beta say was lost while training the herd? And I can spell. I hate autocorrect. And what sound does Beta really like? So, we'll get back to that. We're going to get on to episode 3. Interesting episode. I thought it was good. You want to start us off on this one?
This one I found interesting. There was a lot of stuff that happened in this episode. A lot.
Yeah.
That I think is is the precursor for what's about to happen.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of things, like I said, they do these little hints and little things that I do think, how do I put it, they're like the meetings and things like that with the town and the walkers and herds, and like Lydia says, I don't think it's my mother. So there was waves of walker being put to out, you know. So it's like, it makes you wonder, it's like, who's sending these herds in? Who else would be their enemies?
True.
That would send waves of walkers to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm thinking, you know, like who has been cast out, who did it, you know. And then there's so many things. I personally think it's the people that may be holding Rick.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't think it was Alpha, really, but then I thought, yeah, maybe. Yeah, because wave after wave.
Either that or I think it's like random people in her group that's doing it.
It could well be. Because it took them days. They were up for like hours, 44 hours or something, and no sleep. You know. Yeah. It was kind of crazy.
One of my favorite scenes of this episode is when they sent Negan out with.
Oh yeah.
Peanut butter, meat jelly.
Yeah. That was great. That was great. Yeah, that was. I agree. That was a good scene between him and Aaron. Yeah. And so Michonne checks on RJ, and Judith reminds her it's not safe to go to sleep. And then she gets a call on the radio. New Walker hordes are nearby, but they're coming from multiple directions. I think it could be Alpha. She's sending people out maybe to head them towards there because she said time to teach them a lesson. And then Gamma arrives and tells Daryl and Michelle, North Border now. Okay. But she swears they're not their walkers. So I don't know.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't think Alpha's doing it. And if she is, I don't think she's doing it with the approval of her group.
Okay. Well,
so like Lydia said, if she was going to do it, she would have released the whole herd.
Yeah, I think so too, not just in waves. Hey, Ike.
Ike Diaz is in the house.
Yeah, the boss is in the house. Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. She probably would have just turned the whole herd at him. And then because Gamma's like, nope. She swears they didn't do it and instructs them again to go wait for Alpha at the border. Yeah. And then that counts the meeting. The highwaymen rile up the others, and Sadiq's vision's blurry, and he has to step away, of course. I don't know what's up with him.
I do.
I know you do. Michelle tells everyone instead of retaliating, her and a small group will meet with Alpha to work things out. And then Daryl tells Michonne, Rick would have liked that speech. I don't know. They've had opportunities, I think, to just get rid of her. But of course, that doesn't go with the storyline.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, it's like I said, I think Michonne, it's not that Michonne fears her in general. Michonne just fears life in general now.
Yeah.
Because she, like I said, she saw the love of her life just get blown up in her brain. Like I said, Rick was just seriously, he was like the demigod of their world. It's like
that's
everybody,
true.
When Rick died, it was like everybody just, finally got out of the clouds and was like, holy crap, this can actually happen to us.
Yeah. I wonder where these walkers are coming from, though. Something's making them go there. I don't know what it could be. Could it be a signal? Something?
It could be a lot of
Oh, that's true.
There's all kinds of new people. Now the comics is in it, there's only one last people from the comics that they're going to probably introduce. And I have feelings to be in the movies.
Oh.
That they're going to introduce this group.
Okay.
The ones that have
Okay. All right.
And I don't know if it's them or if it's somebody else or if it's just a whole nother threat. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll have to wait and find out about that. So Michelle makes the plan. Gabriel will lead against the northern wave. Aaron will handle the southern wave. And, of course, they're going to the border. And I love Aaron's new mace on his arm there. He screws it on. He's like, yeah, I'm ready. He's loving that thing.
Now, there was something significant that happened. Did you notice it?
I don't know.
The scene between Negan and Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, I think Aaron's days are numbered. I really do. And
Yeah.
did you notice, like, Negan started scratching his arm? He had, like, this big rash infection or something.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about his mace arm and how cool it was.
Yeah.
I have a weird feeling that Negan's going to end up with that mace arm.
Ooh, could be. Yeah, he was complaining because of his broomstick. He would have that was hilarious. But anyway,
it's almost like they were hinting at that.
Yeah. Gabriel decides Negan's going to fight with Aaron. Okay. Gabe pleads with Rosita to stay at home with Coco, but she's not having none of it. And Negan and Aaron pair up to take out walkers. Negan finds a crowbar, but Aaron's having none of that. He said he's not the guy he thinks he is, but nope, he makes him fight with the broomstick. Which is interesting with his broomstick. It was actually painted so it would match the color of Lucille. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I know you did, but in case. That was pretty cool. These little things that they do. Rosita and Eugene tag team walkers at the gate. Daryl, Michonne, and Carol and the others reached the border, and they were instructed there to lay down their weapons, but of course, Carol's got a revolver in her back. What a surprise, right? Not. I'm surprised Daryl told her to put it down. She wasn't going to. So, Alpha arrives with some whispers and reminds them to stay off her land. And Michonne tries to explain the fire would have wiped out Oceanside, and they only crossed once. And Alpha's like, we are always watching. No, there were 3 times. And I'm like, do you know the 3? Of course you do.
Yeah, the winter, when they did that.
Yep.
And then the fire, and then her and Aaron.
Right.
Michonne and Aaron.
Yep. In the forest. Yep. So she's like, we're always watching. And it's like, I want to poke your eyes out. But anyway, Alpha announces, you have to be punished. And I'm like, okay. She says she's moving the border. And Michonne's like, that's bullshit. And the guys is like, that's enough. We're going. Let's go. But Alpha says not until Carol lowers her eyes to her feet. Oh, Alpha tells Carol she should fear her. But Carol's like, I don't feel anything at all for you, bitch. Yeah, not happening. And then, of course...
She ain't fearing nothing.
No, because then there's...
She fears herself more than anybody.
Yeah, you got...
Definitely not her.
Got that right, because she pulls... Alpha's got to, of course, push the buttons. How Henry feared her before she beheaded him, how he screamed. Okay, that was enough. Carol drew out the revolver and put off a shot. Too bad it didn't work. Because Daryl manages to hit her arm, and the Whispers draw their weapons. Whoop-de-freaking-do, because they could have wiped that group out. And Michonne apologizes to Alpha. I'm like, oh my God, don't be doing that for her behavior. And Alpha says, I forgive you. Oh, so big of you, Alpha. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. Mother to mother.
Yeah. Mother to mother. Yeah, I love her accent in this. It's a lot hilarious. I think it's more like a psychological...
I found that scene interesting because they're both mothers, mother,
Yeah. Oh, she's a mother, all right. Yeah. You got that right, yeah. You got that right.
Did you notice too? This is totally off the subject. It's like at the very beginning of that scene when the whispers are coming. Freaking Daryl, he is like the most. He's like that. I don't even know what the hell you want to call. But it's like here we are at these posts where all their loved ones, their heads were on a stick.
Yeah.
The whispers are coming in here, and Daryl's like, "Heads up, everybody!"
Yeah. Oops.
I was laughing so hard.
Oh my God. Way to go there. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're going to heads up.
Okay. Way to go. Oh my God, yes. Oh.
You know they did that on purpose. It was so funny.
That was just... That's a wonder they got through that scene. They had to be laughing their ass off.
Yeah. I don't wonder if anybody else noticed that.
I don't know.
I was dying laughing. Like only Daryl would say something like that.
Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. That's
only
great.
Daryl could say something that inappropriate.
Yeah, and get away. Yeah, and nobody bats an eye. Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. That was great. Yeah, she wants to move the borders. They don't get the hunting grounds because she's like, Carol's like, wait a minute, she's taking away her hunting grounds, and then the other side of the creek and somewhere else. So they're really, putting them in like a pen. It's almost like a psychological warfare with her right now. Playing with their heads. And then because Michonne apologized, I'm like, no. But I forgive you, but it's our land now, and you better run. Yeah, I'm just like, oh my God, you guys are letting her get away with this. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was really mad with Michonne.
Yes, I was like, whoa, Michonne, don't apologize.
Hit the gun and the bullet hit the ground.
Yeah.
It's like it could have been done right there and then. A couple of them might have died. Beta probably would have taken out you, but you know what? It would be done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just, but for her to bait Carol like that, she baited her to no end. And of course, Carol tells Michonne, bitch has to die. Well, yeah. Carol's just like, bitch has to die. That's just plain and simple with her. And of course, Daryl tells Michonne she hasn't been the same since the boat. Carol spots some whispers. She takes a shot but misses. And there's Michonne. Orders the gang to capture, not kill. I'm like, kill him. Don't take him. Of course, Aaron and Negan are arguing. I did what I had to do back then, Negan says. Aaron asks why Eric had to die, and Negan tells him if he doesn't protect what belongs to him, it belongs to someone else. And then, of course, then he's got to bring up his wife. There you go. Careful, he warns. And Aaron gets attacked by walkers. He kills up, but the blood causes his eyes to go blurry, and he's forced to escape into a cabin, and Negan is nowhere to be found. So, but he's there. Don't worry about that. They come up empty-handed. Michonne seems dubious over Carol's claims. And she suggests, of course, we saw Carol popping pills at the beginning. Stay awake. Carol brushes, it's affecting her. Like, who's talking? You've been up for like 40-some hours. Carol brushes it off, saying they're basically coffee. Why is she dubious over Carol's claims?
Because Carol's been acting off, what I mean? Like she's just not sure whether to believe her or not, which we found out later in the episode why she's kind of,
Yeah.
That scene where she hears Henry's mom.
Yeah.
That was like.
Yeah.
That gave me the creeps.
Yeah. but maybe it's because of no sleep, because none of them are sleeping at this point.
And I brought up something to you earlier, which I thought was really weird. It's like the last time Carol kind of lost it, like went into like her weird look, that they showed an iconic scene of her looking through a broken window.
Yeah.
Looking out through a broken window, and that was the time when she was struggling and all this stuff.
Right.
And they did it again. She's going looking through a broken window, and she's, seeing her son,
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. But Michonne leads a group to it looks like an abandoned school to rest up. Carol's, of course, inspecting the place. And she finds a home ec book. Whoa! And she hallucinates, seeing herself at the head of the table with Sophia, Lizzie, Mika, Henry, and Sam sitting at the table. I remember that part. Yeah. Sam and Lizzie, those were these kids. Sam, they should have tied to a post and let him out there. But anyway, so she hallucinates this. But I think a lot of it's lack of sleep at this point. A lot of it.
That's part of it, and whatever pills she's taking, and then she's under all stress.
Yes. Excuse
she's
me.
mourning
Yes.
her son, and I'm sure she's, even though she treats the king like crap, I'm sure she's mourning not being with him and mourning the very. I mean, there's so much that happens to her at once.
Yes, I agree. I mean, if anybody should be able to relate to that, it's Michonne. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of, she's really being hard, I think. Maybe a little too hard.
Yeah.
Aaron's blurry vision, we're back to the cabin, and he's banging around, and there's a walkers break in. Negan saves him with a crowbar, but can't make him out. Negan tells him the flowers are growing out of the walkers are called hogweed, and it can lead to blindness. Yeah. Which I thought was interesting. Hogweed of all things. He hands him water and says we'll leave first thing in the morning. But he could have let Aaron die. He had his chance, that's for sure. And could have said we just got overrun by walkers at that point, but he didn't. And then we're back to Carol hallucinating, seeing Henry next to her, and then a walker stabs her. She wakes up in the gym where she follows a whisperer, and that she gets trapped, catches her upside down from the ceiling, which was interesting. And a whisperer leads a group of walkers towards her. So what's the whisperer doing out there? I mean,
I think it's I think maybe they're rogue.
It could be. You think there's a couple rogue whisperers out there? Interesting. Yeah, could be.
I think that they're whisperers. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, okay. And then the whisperer leads a group of walkers towards her. She takes them out while freeing herself. She's so badass. I love her. And after killing the walkers, the gang finds her and takes her back home. But there's something else going on around there. We'll see how that plays out, too, as far as that goes. Because she actually killed the Whisperer. So, is he rogue? Nobody will care. But if he's not, that's going to cause some trouble. So they go back, and Alexandria, Sadiq, and Dante is that doctor's name apparently, tend to Carol's wounds. Sadiq's vision blurs again as he struggles to grab equipment. Dante tells him he'll do it instead. Afterwards, they tell Daryl Michonne she's doing well, and they take her home. Aaron regains his vision and tells Negan he can see him. Rosita and Eugene return from killing walkers, and they get in an argument about her lack of feelings for him. She's like, it's never going to happen. She was pretty cold about it, but she's told him. Yeah. That's when I felt sorry for him. I'm like, oh, he knows, but he doesn't want to know, because he
Well,
wants.
and she does want it. But not like the way he wants.
Yeah, yeah. And I just felt sorry for him. He's all tired out and from fighting walkers. You're talking about a man who couldn't be around a walker. And then he's finally, now he's out there fighting him because he wants to protect her. Isn't that sweet? Oh. I was just like, oh, poor Eugene. You know?
I know.
I just feel bad for him. I wish somebody would like him.
Yeah,
you know? He needs He needs somebody. He really does. So put someone in there.
I really be cool if you got like Beg and YouTube together. How freaking whacked out would that be?
Oh yeah, it would be interesting. But he needs somebody, so I hope he finds somebody. Poor Eugene, I feel bad for him. And then because she just lays it on the line there. She just has to say it because she's like never ever going to happen. And the look on his face was like, oh. You're like cheering him on, and you're going, oh, at the same time. So
yeah, well, he knew it, but he got confirmation in it. So
yeah, I know, but just the look on his face was okay. Yeah, he's like a little lost puppy sometimes,
Most definitely.
Michonne asks Sadiq if he's okay. He claims he's just tired. Dante shows up and tells him he's a good liar. And he reveals he used to be a field medic in Iraq, and he'd be happy to show him some techniques to reduce panic. Sadiq isn't in the mood, apparently. Carol finds Daryl making breakfast for her and hallucinates Henry in the kitchen, too. She wakes up for real, holds up her meds, and stores them in the drawer. She talks with Michonne downstairs, swears she saw the Whisperers, but Michonne's like, no one else saw them. That doesn't mean it's not true, Michonne. You ought to know better,
Stop being annoying, Michelle.
I know, it's like, she's so almost narrow-minded at this time, where she would have...
She's trying to protect your family.
I know, but she's got to protect everybody else, too, not just her family. But she never would have taken that lightly before from Carol, of all people. You know that. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. Michonne goes to Judith, tells her it's finally safe to sleep. Carol asks Daryl if he believes her, and he says, yeah. And then we see flashes at the school gym, and the black-haired Whisperer lying on a riverbed. And he's done. So, that was the end of that one. I think the group needs to believe Carol at this point. Like I said, Michonne never would have taken, a few years ago, Michonne would have never taken anything Carol said lightly like that, ever. So there's a change there with that. And that hogweed was interesting. And just something extra they always throw in. These little things like that. Because, it can cause blindness and all kinds of stuff, I guess. They had that on the Talking Dead, which I thought was interesting.
One of the main parts of this episode that I thought was really wild was the story from Daryl.
Yeah.
That never happened. That to me was like the edge for her. You know?
Yeah.
Daryl. And she built up this whole story in her head that Daryl had told her. And then come to find out Daryl never told her any story.
Yeah.
I think that there kind of snapped her out of it a little bit. Just the realization that she was having such this hardcore hallucination.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Because she told her the story about her dad being a truck driver and all that,
Yeah. I think you're right, because she put those pills away. She didn't take any more, so that's a part of it. They just all need to sleep. They've been up like hours, days. So, like you said, she's got sick.
I think it took Daryl, of all people,
Yeah.
to snap out. And he's like, I never said,
Yeah.
and she believed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think she would have believed anybody else, but she believed him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. He's never lied to her about anything. So, and I think she knows he wouldn't lie to her, so.
Yeah. I'm so looking forward to this battle of the besties. I just think
yeah.
that's what Jean's outfit made in Daryl and Carol, the battle of the besties.
Sounds like a WWE match.
Right.
Put him in the cage. Cage match. Okay, so tell us other things.
About?
Anything. You were holding back. I'll talk about it later.
Okay, for anybody listening right now, there's going to be spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoilers, but just the rumors that are out there and things like that. So if you don't want to know, don't listen. Okay, rumor number one, which I think has been confirmed pretty much. Rosita is going to die at some point. Because the character who plays her is already playing on another series.
Oh, Rosita.
So she's going to die at a point. I don't know how she's going to die. There is rumors that she's going to have Lori's death, which will break my heart.
Oh.
Everybody read the comics. When Lori died at the prison, the comics.
Right.
She was shot. When she fell over, she crushed Baby Judith, and Baby Judith died.
Right. Oh.
So that's a lot of people are saying right now that Rosita is going to get that death, and I'm hoping that's not the case. But I have my own theory of what I think is going to happen.
Okay, what do you
think? Father Gabriel and Rosita are both going to die.
Well, I think definitely, very well could be.
I think Sadiq is going to be outed as the psychopath that he is, and that Eugene's going to raise baby Coco.
Aww. You think they're going to
That's what I think. That's what I think is about to happen. I don't know.
Okay,
that's just what I think is about to happen.
Why? Who's going to out Sadiq? How are they going to find out?
I think that these wave of walkers has something to do with Sadiq.
Oh, interesting.
I think that these rogue whispers that keep going around are Sadiq. I think Sadiq is also the informant.
Oh.
And I think that he's almost like a Norman Bates type character. I think like he has good side and bad side, and that he's actually like a psychopathic killer. Because I've been saying this ever
since the beginning.
Like Carl got bit. But there was a fight scene, like when Carl first got bit.
Right.
He had his back to Carl, and he was talking to the walker. He said, "You don't have to do this."
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
No, he was talking to Carl. No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Turn his head.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so then he kept acting really shocked, like Carl was doing this,
Yeah.
And then when Carl was sick down in the sewer, Sadiq handed Rick and Michelle this medicine, this pain reliever, as he said.
Yeah.
Said it should help him, but if you notice, after they gave him that, he went south very quickly.
Yeah, he did. And also, and when when they got killed in that house with the stairwalkers, nobody could hear them, but they all slept and they got killed. There was a couple of
that was at Hilltop. That's the Hilltop. Okay,
right.
But when the attack on Hilltop happened, there was a scene. To me, was the clincher that Sadiq.
Yeah.
There were several in that episode. There were several things that pointed to Sadiq being a killer. But the one scene that really got to me was when Tobin got hurt.
Yes.
Remember that was the guy that Carol was going to
Yes.
Yeah. He got hurt, and Carol was putting pressure on the room. Sadiq said, "Go, I got this." So the second she leaves, he rips open his shirt. And he had this little package with white stuff in it. and he put it in Tobin's room.
Yeah, I remember that vividly. Yes. That was
And he treated everybody
Uh-huh.
except for Tara.
Yeah.
So it's like she's the only one that he didn't touch, but everybody else that was wounded died.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and these are people, they weren't bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even
they were
though,
just
I
wounded.
people
Yeah.
are like, oh, well, those bullets were tainted with Walker's blood. But I mean, you're talking about a show where people have walkers on top of them and they get massive blood in their eyes, nose, mouth. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like it wasn't that.
No.
And all these walkers turned around at the same time. And then when he was outside, the saviors that were being held prisoner,
Right.
you know, the one
Yeah.
turned and everything.
Yeah, I
They
remember.
started killing people and caused all that chaos. And they were saying, "What were you doing outside?" "Oh, I was checking on the prisoners." So he's been kind of
Yes.
getting his hands in so many things.
From when he first appeared, absolutely.
That logging camp, when he left, he was
Yep.
acting very suspicious.
Yes.
Very suspicious.
Now he's
He said,
having
"I wanna get
these-
this- I want to check on." He was just acting just so bizarre, and I think that he was talking to the Whisperers at that point too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You
Because
know, so then fast forward, all this stuff is happening, and then I think like he made some kind of deal with Alpha.
could well be.
The rumors on the underground are going two ways. One way, they're saying, no, he's a victim, that Alpha made him cut off their head so he could live. That basically, I will let you live to tell the story if you do this.
Yeah, that could be.
But
Yeah.
then the other side of the ground is agreeing with me that he's a killer. And I thought that for a long time.
Yeah, you haven't. I have to agree with you there. There has been something off about him since he showed up. Just so weird.
Yeah.
And now he's having these flashbacks. Is it getting too much for him? Probably. I don't know.
He's got the classic Norman Bates. He's always talking about his mother, how his mother thought that the Walker's souls weren't released, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's something almost like he's bringing the waves of Walkers to the Alexandria.
He's going to save them all.
Their souls.
Yeah, he's going to save them all. Yeah, I agree.
Like a Lizzie type thing.
Yeah.
And the thing with Negan, I really think that at some point in time, Negan's going to lose his arm, Aaron's going to die, and Negan's going to end up with that mace hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I see happening. It just seems funny to me that it's like, what was the point of showing his arm?
Yeah.
And him scratching his arm like that?
Yeah.
And then him talking about his mace arm and how cool it was.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, good point. Yeah,
And
he's been...
Also, IMDb, even though they can't be trusted anymore, I do still check sometimes. Like I said, Rosita's on another show. IMDb shows Ryan Hurst, who plays Beta, is only being on Walking Dead for 8 episodes.
Oh.
So I have a feeling he's about to die very soon. It shows...
You think it might be Alpha, though?
Huh?
Think Alpha could kill him, though?
I don't know. I think it's going to be...
Because of... She might have suspicions of Gamma. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible, but I really think it's going to be Negan that kills Beta.
Oh, yeah, they're meeting yet. They have to meet yet. Yes.
And they've talked about it, and that it's going to be like a really funny scene. So...
Yeah.
I do. I think that it's... Because in the comics, Negan kills Alpha.
Right.
He cuts off his head.
Right.
And then Beta comes and, the whole Whisperer War. But I think it's going to be the opposite here. Because the Walking Dead seems to do that a lot. They seem to flip the gender roles.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be Beta that dies. And Alpha's going to be the one that just freaks the hell out.
Probably.
They're going to have a Whisperer War.
Yeah. I thought I had something else here.
Other things I think that's going to happen, I think Judith is going to end up in the Whisperers camp, because in the comics it was Carl.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'll
Yeah,
take Carl. And I think that she's going to take Judith at some point.
Replace her? You think Lydia's going to live through this?
Yes, and I think Lydia is also a double agent. I think, well, in the comics she was, but I think like she doesn't know which world she belongs in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't feel comfortable in her world, but she doesn't feel comfortable in the Whisperer world either.
Yeah, I mean, you have Beta. He keeps, Beta's secrets. He's kind of a shield for Alpha and the group because they don't know. You just wonder, once if he goes, and her secrets may come out, and she's not going. I just wonder if she takes Judith, does she think she's replacing Lydia at that point?
I don't know. I know in the comics she just basically takes Carl just to show power, like
Here we
so
go.
I think that's going to be kind of like might be what happens, or maybe she's going to take RJ. I don't know. But I do know that I think that's going to happen. There's just so many things that's leaning towards it. Yeah. And I think something's going to happen to Connie, which is going to force Daryl into his crazy mode again, like he did with Beth. Yep. And I think that's what's going to cause him to finally go on the road, which is going to lead them to Rick at some point.
Yeah, because Michonne goes to it. Well, at the end, anyway, towards the end of the season.
The movies are coming out soon.
Yeah.
They're starting.
I can't wait. Already. Yeah, I cannot wait for that. I'm so looking forward to that. To all of them.
I know, I am.
Do you think... Okay, Eugene's got these parts. Do you think they find something out, maybe?
You're talking about with the satellite? Yes. Because he keeps trying to tell them, and I think he got into it, he got the intel from the satellite. Yeah. And I think that's going to also lead them to this huge group. That I'm not going to say too much about that, because in the comics it's like, it's basically what it is. It's our government. Yeah. That form like this huge, like city community type thing, and they only take elite members from other groups, which is what the junkyard lady was doing. Right. So I think what happened is they're building up this place, this elite, And I think at some point Rick's gonna remember who he is. So I think he probably forgot. He probably did. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think so. Or they brainwashed him, which our government does. Yes. Thinking like why would they change now? Exactly. Yeah. So they may have brainwashed him into forgetting who he was. Right. But maybe that's what makes Michonne leave, because she finds out, or Eugene maybe tells her, or whatever. She goes, "I got to go." So that'll probably be the end of that. And like this, these satellites are built in with like these almost forever batteries type thing. So. Exactly. Couple questions for you guys too on this episode. Where does Negan get his hogweed rash? Where does Negan get his hogweed rash? Say that 10 times. Hogweed rash. Autocorrect, I hate you. Huh? Autocorrect, I hate it. I know. Jeez. Okay. Hogwardry. Good thing I'm looking at this before I hit it. I gotta hate this thing. Rash, not read. Okay. Think I got it now. So where does he get his hogweed rash? 2. Eugene says the northern wall of walkers is thicker than what? I know. He's great. Okay.
Eugene says the northern wall of walkers is thicker than what? Okay, that's question 2. Yeah, I know. We know them. I know you do. You're like me. I'm over here taking... I have notes. I have notes and everything. And number 3...
Like you vet with my notebook, yeah?
Yep. Of course. What is the name of the book Carol finds in the school? What is the name of the book that Carol finds in the school?
That book actually had some significance too.
Yes. Come on now, Bob. So again, what is the name of the book Carol finds in the school? Okay.
She actually find a book though.
Yeah. Interesting question. Yeah. So those 3 things. Oh, what about Rosita's new weapon she's got? Jeez, Pete. It's like Negan's gonna see it.
Awesome.
That thing is sweet, isn't it? I can't even pronounce the name of it. It's got this weird name. So what else is going on in the rumor mill?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. I have heard everything about hookups and who's gonna die, who's not gonna die. I have heard rumors that the Walking Dead show itself, the original, the Mothership, is going to be canceled, and we're going to be running off these spin-offs.
Oh.
I know, right? That's why they're personaging out their characters to other shows. I have heard rumors.
Good Lord.
I have heard rumors of Daryl and Carol ended up on Fear.
Oh.
The Walking Dead.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was.
Interesting.
I have heard so many rumors that they swirl around and you just never...
You never know.
There's rumors that there's going to be Walking Dead Alt, which is going to be a web series, which I don't know if that's true or not, where it's going to be an alternate reality where Rick dies and Carl was alive.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have heard that there's going to be like this whole, like it's going to go along the comics, that it actually follows the comics to a T. Sophia's still alive. It's going to be Sophia and Carl's story.
Oh, yeah, and Andrea. Ugh.
So I thought that was interesting. I was like, that would be so cool if they did that.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see what they do. Well, I know they're having a season 11, so that's already in the works. It's already a done deal. So. I have heard that there's rumors of it's going to be web only right now. That it's going to be called Walking Dead Alt, where it's going to be where Rick actually died and Carl took over everything, and him and Sophia went off, which is what happens in the comics. Right. Wow, interesting.
So, yeah, I know, right? And I hope this is happening. I hope it is. That would be so freaking exciting. I would love it. If you all were listening, if the creators of The Walking Dead, that would be so awesome. We would just all be like just so ecstatic and just...
There you go. Interesting. Great. Yeah, that would be cool.
Please let it be true. Please let it be true. Please.
Yeah, I think we agree on most of who probably is going to die. Father Gabriel, for sure. He's kind of used up. Rosita, that would kind of be a surprise, but I could see it. Aaron, I could see it.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Jerry much either.
Oh, I hope he's doing well. He's doing another series. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
I have to be great. He is doing another series, but they have not killed him.
No.
On The Walking Dead.
No.
So, you know.
She type it away there.
I'm hoping that they keep him.
I do too. I do. I hear you. She'll find
Cooper
out.
Andrews is his name.
He's such a
cool
good.
Andrews, he is like the bomb.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So let's see here. Yes, he is doing like random stuff, so like he did the movie Shazam, he's been on episodes of NCIS,
he's great.
Got a movie called Darwin, you know, but this is the thing too, is a lot of people don't realize that some of these movies that are coming up are fake names. And if you look, there's characters from The Walking Dead, and it's really weird. So IMDb, Walking Dead learned years ago that people were getting information off IMDb.
Right.
Go, okay, well, this one's going to die because it says right here that he's only on so many episodes. So they started controlling the IMDb.
Yeah.
On what goes on, what doesn't. But Jerry is still, you know, very much alive.
Well, good. But I'm sure, I figured Father Gabriel would be gone there.
Well, I think that's what's next. We're going to start seeing the Father Gabriel. You're going to see the King, Jerry. I think the first, that's how they always work. The first part's focusing on these characters.
Right.
Then the second part's going to focus on these characters.
Right.
So we still have that iconic scene coming up.
Yes.
That we've seen in the previews, which is the King and Michelle kissing.
Right.
So there's got to be a story there somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, going to be interesting season. And there's Alpha playing. She's good at this psychological war. Let me tell you. Yeah, she's good. You know, there's such
the fact that she just doesn't give a crap.
No, it's a paranoia. They're also paranoid right now too. You know, the paranoia, the not sleeping, this whole thing going on. She's got them rattled for sure. You know, not like they were with the Saviors. They're like gung ho, we're going to kick ass. With these people, they're like, they're so paranoid.
Well, it's so hard because they're being disguised as the one thing that thought they had down.
Right.
You know, somebody brought up something very interesting. It's like walkers became just like almost like no big deal to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like there's a scene back at that log camp where the walker with no eyes is attacking Deke, and then you know, if they kill him, he's like, I don't like spiders. He wasn't creeped out that there was a walker with no eyes. He was creeped out that spiders.
Yeah, well, the walkers are normal. That's kind of a thing that, you know, they're there.
That's what I'm saying. That was the one thing that they could actually count on. The walkers, and then all of a sudden the walkers are fighting back, and it's like, you know, what the hell? There's not walkers now. So now of course they're paranoid.
Yeah, they are. They're paranoid. They're not sleeping. So you got this whole mind thing going on there. So, yeah, interesting. Real interesting, to say the least. I'm loving it so far. So, lots of rumors. Oh, God, I hope half of them aren't true, but we'll see. Okay.
Well, no, of course, half of them aren't true, but then sometimes we'll see in The Walking Dead, people themselves, they put out a lot of these rumors.
Oh, yeah.
Go off the trail and stuff, too.
Yeah,
so
they do.
I pray that they make The Walking Dead all. I would be.
That would be
I would
great.
love to see it. And you know, the actor. A lot of people don't know this. The actress that played Sophia. Her brother is the one who played Henry. She had two brothers. One played young Henry. The other one played older Henry.
Yeah. Yep.
So So I think it would be very interesting if they did do like an alternate Walking Dead, Walking Dead all, where they have Chandler Riggs and her being the main focus of the...
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Very cool, very cool.
I know. And this new series that's coming out, I'm looking so forward to it because this is something like we've talked about on Planet B.O.B. that I try to tell people.
Yeah.
If an apocalyptic event happens, not everybody's going to live like in the dark ages.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are people out there, they're still plumbers, they're still electricians, and this is kind of like what this series is about. It's about these people who are kind of held up at this school or this college for years.
Uh-huh.
And they were never out in the muck of it. They were never out in the fighting and this and that. They just basically stayed in the school the entire time.
Uh-huh.
And now these kids are going to end up going out into it.
Right, right. What's the name of it? Do you know? I haven't seen...
I don't even know if they have a name.
Yeah, I've been looking and I haven't seen anything.
For these previews, I was like, oh my god.
But I haven't seen the name anywhere or what it's going to be. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, though. Fear, I kind of lost it.
Basically, it's a show about adaptation versus adversity.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like both Walking Dead series that we have now is like totally about like getting out in the muck of it, surviving this and that, and these are about people who basically didn't have to do that.
Right, right.
Know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm not seeing the name of it.
I haven't seen the name of it anywhere. I've tried to get it, but...
I've seen the trailer for it. Yeah, it's untitled as it right now.
That's what I thought. I was hoping I didn't miss it somewhere. That's why I asked you. If it was out there, you would know. So...
And I just think that it's very cool that they're doing that because, like I said, there's going to be people. Not everybody's going to be living in the muck and eating dog food.
Right.
You know?
Right. Exactly.
There's going to be people that instead of surviving, they adapt.
Right. Right.
They just change how they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to it. I really am, and I can't wait for the movies to come out too. Oh. Can't wait. See Andy Lincoln again. Yeah. That'll be great.
It's going to be so nice.
So, the answers to the question. Where does Negan get his hogweed rash? His left arm. Eugene says Eugene says the northern wall of walkers is thicker than what? Fleas on a farm dog. Of course. What else? Fleas on a farm dog. And what is the name of the book Carol finds in the school? Working in the Home. She's going to bake cookies again. So.
Well, to me, that was like an iconic scene because that's something that, to me, it just showed like where she was at the beginning of the series and where she is now.
Yes. Isn't that crazy? Oh, my God.
That was just kind of a little nod to what Carol used to be.
Oh, my God. She used to be a timid little abused wife. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't fight back. She just went along. She got beat. And now look at her. She's the one kicking ass.
Yeah.
Oh, she has evolved so much. So much. It's amazing. And we're able to see it all the way through. And, wow, she's amazing as an actor. I love her. And when she talks, she's got this cute little voice like Samantha Morton does, They got these cute little voices. And when they get on there, they're like, oh. It's like, whoa, okay. Carol's so cute. Melissa McBride's so cute. She's got this timid little voice, but on The Walking Dead, she's like, oh, bitch gonna die. Okay. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just listening.
You need info. This is the one to go to. And I'm so happy she had off tonight, which is why we did Walking Dead tonight.
Oh, I know, it was so weird how it worked out. I loved it. Yeah, I was so sad when but it's like, you do what you gotta do,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's fun. I love discussing The Walking Dead.
I know. You have so much
and
info.
I go to all these undergrad groups, and some of the theories are so out there.
Yeah.
They're like absolutely insane, like out there. Like one of the theories floating around right now is that Eugene was actually a Russian spy.
Okay.
And that's how he understands the satellite.
Okay. But he talks like, it's thicker than fleas on a phone dog. Yeah, okay. That's a good one. That's out there. Yeah. Yeah, no. He sounds like, he talks like one sometimes because he's, into graphs and charts and numbers and da-da-da. He's the tech guy. And half the time, it's like, what? Well, I can see where maybe they get that from. But no, that's funny. That's a good one. He's a Russian. Okay. No. But, yeah, these characters, the ones, especially Daryl and Carol, they've been with this from the beginning. And, wow, it's just amazing.
Well, I was discussing with someone the other day. They're like, Daryl and Carol, the only original characters from the first season. I said, nope.
No.
They said, not true. I said, nope, Judith.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judith was technically there in the first season.
Yeah.
The shame for Daddy.
Yeah. That just...
So, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's true. God, I couldn't wait till Lori died.
Oh, she was there.
Yeah, she was. Little ass kicker.
But anyways.
Yeah. You got anything else to enlighten us on?
And then just, like I said, just keep an eye on Sadiq. I really think that he's the one sending the walkers.
Yeah, there is something definitely up with that guy, for sure. I agree with you. Since he first...
But the one thing I don't understand is that the one part that I did catch, and I was thinking, like, what the hell is going on here? What was a hallucination? They said that Daryl told Carol, you're going out every night to look for them.
Yeah.
So how is she getting out if this place is being bombarded by walkers?
Yeah.
Does he mean that she's going out within the compound? Is she leaving the compound? What's going on?
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
So, I have questions with that. Like, what the hell is going on?
Well,
Have you seen Speak Out?
Yeah, I don't... There's, again, like we always end up with, more questions than answers. So, there you go. What is up with Sadiq? We know there's something with him. He's always been off.
Some people are saying it's PT, the post-traumatic stress disorder. I personally think he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yep, he could be. Very well could be. He definitely had something to do with the heads on the pikes. So, we shall see where this goes.
Oh, here's something cool. In the alternate, the Walking Dead alt, people are rumoring about, Abraham's going to be in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, as a matter of fact, just so y'all know.
Yeah, it's going to be that Abraham's in it. Like, basically, everybody that died is going to be in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Speaking of Michael Cudlitz, he directed the next episode of The Walking Dead, so y'all know that.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I love him and Eugene's commercial there. They do for the game.
Did too.
Yeah, I love it.
See, that to me also kind of hints at the fact that this Walking Dead alt thing might actually be kind of happening.
Yeah. Very true.
So I'm hoping. Here's the hoping.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, hopefully that will happen. So we got lots to figure out yet, and looking forward to this next episode. So, and we'll get back to normal schedule. Got so much going on, it's crazy. We're about caught up with, now we're caught up with The Walking Dead. We're about caught up with AHS.
Which tonight, by the way?
What?
AHS?
Yeah.
Did they have a new one tonight?
Yes. And we will get caught up Sunday with all those. Tomorrow night, Halloween music on DWD. So, make sure.
Monday's Planet D period O period
D period on Monday.
I want to talk about the weird stuff going on right now.
Okay.
Amarillo, Texas is getting snow tomorrow.
You are you?
I was in Wisconsin and we have not had snow.
Yeah. Supposedly, now this may not hold up, but Halloween, we might get a mixture of rain and snow here. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's going to be cold here on Halloween.
Hate it.
Always.
Yeah. So, and either this weekend I'll be doing the Haunted Live or Halloween night. I have to check. It'll be Friday or Sunday. Well, maybe. I may go Saturday night or Thursday. Because they're only open certain days, so. And they're having this big Halloween thing, so I may go on Thursday. On Halloween night. Ooh. So, anyway, I will let y'all know about that. And there's just lots going on with Halloween and everything. Very cool. Very cool. And I have nothing more to add. All I have are questions. So
that's me. I have nothing more to add right now. I keep researching. I keep talking.
I know.
Go to Walking Dead Freak Show on Facebook.
Yes.
It's a group of Jason Boy's friends. I'm an admin in. You're in there frequently. We are constantly in there, and I will always put updates, rumors, anything that I find out, I will post there.
Yep. Absolutely, she will. And you can also get a hold of us at KBLP LLC Facebook page. You can get a hold of either one of us on there. What are your opinions? What are your theories? What do you think's happening with The Walking Dead? Let us know.
And you can always listen to the episodes on KBLP LLC 4 on YouTube also.
There you go. So lots coming up. Whew, hope I can get through this all. But we'll be back to a normal schedule next week. It was kind of crazy this week. So, new phone, new tablet, trying to get everything synchronized here. So I think we about got it. Yay! So, yeah, I know, right? Crazy stuff. So, thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed. And we got caught up on the 3 episodes, and we'll see what happens next. Thank you, Michelle, for being here tonight. Yay! I was
thrilled. Thank you for having me. It was fun. I could talk Walking Dead forever.
I know. I wish we could get you on more. We'll keep in mind. That's why I said we'll do it Wednesday then, because I'd like you on. You're so fun. You get all the rumors and that kind of info, and I love it. So, and it's so much nicer talking to somebody, bouncing, different things off you, which is cool. So thank you again for being here tonight. Appreciate it much. So
yeah, have a good night.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out, y'all.
Is everybody back home okay? Daryl?
The second someone mentioned you were all alone, I could feel the trouble coursing through your veins. Now I know it's got a hold. Just a phone call left unanswered had me sparking now. These cigarettes won't stop me wondering where you are. Don't let go, keep a hold. If you look into the distance, there's a house upon the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel our grace, cause we've all made mistakes. If you lost your way, yeah, I will leave the light on. What's been on your mind? Lately you've been searching for a darker place to hide. That's alright, but if you carry on abusing, you'll be robbed from us. I refuse to lose another friend to drugs. Just come home, don't let go. If you look into the distance, there's a house upon the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel our grace, cause we've all made mistakes. If you've lost your way, I will leave the light on. I will leave the light on.
Everyone's alright.
Cause I will leave the light on.
Everyone's alright.